Hello everyone. In today's class, we will talk about a topic of introduction to the network. For understanding the purpose of networking and for understanding what is a network, you need to understand that what is communication, because without the communication, the network cannot be present. So let's take one example which is drawn here. You can see that there are two computers, and these two computers are connected with one another with the help of certain medium. Now this medium can be either the wireless medium, or this can be some wired medium also. So till the time these two computers are not connected with the help of certain medium, they will not be making any network. If there are two isolated computers which are kept in a room, then in that case we cannot call that as the network. For a system to be called as or to be a part of the network, we need to check out certain parameters, and there are certain important things for any network. Let's understand that what are the necessary components in a computer network. The first of all, the very first important thing which is there in any of the network is any network which is there into existence, it needs to have sender, it needs to have the receiver, because till the time there are not two parties available to send and receive the message, we cannot say that they are communicating. We cannot say that they are making any network. The third important thing which has to be there is we call it as the message. So if there are two people who are connected with one another with the help of certain medium, and they are not sending any message, then we will not say that they are communicating with one another. One of the very important things whenever we talk about the networks and the telecommunication is that there has to be certain protocol. So whenever we talk about, even if let's just see that there is one computer, there is another computer, they are connected to one another with the help of the medium, but the language in which this computer is sending message to the other one is not understood by the other computer, then they will not be able to communicate. Their speeds should match the language in which the message is conveyed, should be understood by the other system. So now all these things are communicated with the other party before we start with that of the communication. So for that we need to have a protocol established between two computers. Protocol is certain set of rules which has to be followed by both the computers. This set of rules may include that at which speed the computers will be communicating with one another. It may be about the language which they will be using for forwarding the data. It may be about for how long the communication will take place. And it may include other set of rules also, which will help out in the devices to communicate with one another. If any one of these components is missing during the communication, that then we can say that it is not a network, it is not a communication which is happening between the different devices. And whenever the communication takes place, there is another important thing which you all need to understand, that whenever certain computers and devices are communicating with one another, it is equally important that how effective that communication is. For that, we need to check out that is the communication which is happening is effective or not. There are certain parameters which help us in evaluating how effective your communication is. The effectiveness can be checked with certain parameters. The effectiveness of communication, the effectiveness of communication can be evaluated with the certain parameters. The first parameter is called as delivery. The second parameter is called as the accuracy. And the third parameter which will help us in understanding the effectiveness of communication is timeliness. And the fourth and the last one is jitter. Let's understand them one by one, that how they impact the effectiveness. So whenever this device A is forwarding certain data to device B, then it is necessary that device A is able to forward the data in a very proper manner to device B. If A has generated some data for B, it should be delivered to B only. If there is something else happening, then in that case, then it means the communication is not effective at all. Now let's see that what is accuracy. Accuracy means that if there is certain data which is sent by device A to device B, then it should be accurate. The information should be accurate enough which is sent. If device A is sending certain instruction that it has to do the transaction of 100 rupees to device B, then that transaction should not be changed to 101 or maybe 99 or any other value. If in between the communication this value gets changed from 100 to something else, in that case we will say that the communication is not at all accurate. Third and most important parameter for checking of the effectiveness of the communication is timeliness. Timeliness means that at what point of time you receive the data. If you are receiving the data at very proper time, at as per the requirement, it means that the entire model is following the timeliness. If there was certain data which was required at 10:30 by a certain device, and you are receiving that data at 10:32 a.m. p.m. whatsoever it is, so in that case you will say that it is not following the timelines, because after a certain interval of time that data becomes unusable. So that will not be of any purpose for the receiver. Then we have got jitter. Jitter is the uneven delay that you face while receiving the data. If while you were delivering some certain data from device A to device B, and there was a gap of 30 milliseconds for receiving it, and you are sending 4 packets all together, then it means on the receiver side also, all the packets should be received. Like first packet should be received. If there are 4 packets which will be sent by device A to device B, and each packet is facing the jitter of or the delay of 30 milliseconds, then every packet that is being received by your receiver should be delivered after 30 milliseconds. The even delay in the receiving the packets is okay, but in case you are receiving the data packets at different intervals of time, then it will create a problem for receiver, because in that case it becomes very difficult for the receiver to reorganize the data to get the proper meaning of it. So if there is jitter in the data, then it becomes very difficult to process that data. So that's all for today's class. Thank you so much.